puppet thing. But welcome everyone to the game. We are preparing.
Oh yeah, that's why we're here.
We're preparing Alexandros' character. Anyone who's listening to the stream. And Chris Alexandros is getting everything ready in his little backpack with his lunch box with an inquisitorial seal on
Almost ready, Mom.
it. You're supposed to go to Inquisition school 2 hours ago.
5 more minutes.
You're supposed to pack your bag yesterday. You have all your little grenades, all your cute little gear and equipment, drinking bottle, everything ready. And now, everyone is
Alright, so
run
when
away
you're
from you.
trying to use a weapon you're not proficient with, you suffer a negative 20 penalty.
But there is no roll. So what's the penalty?
A weapon skill or ballistic skill.
I think the conclusion is there is no penalty for a flamer.
Maybe not. Shit.
No. But we are streaming, so you can say hello to Tavis in the hospital. Anyone else? And say
Hello.
What your character? Who's your character? And I'll pick up some water and I'll be right back.
My character is Alexandros. He is a psyker. Went to the Astra Telepathica and was picked up by the Inquisition, became a seeker. Fun times. He is a very... what's a word for... he really hates demons. Might be due to his origins, which you may or may not find out about. But he's heard about some shenanigans with the Inquisitor's acolytes. So hopefully he can come in and help right some of these little issues. Or make them worse. We'll see. That's it.
Well, if it goes anything like the rest of us, it's probably make things worse.
Depends how bored I get. If I can stay focused, I'll be good, but...
Yeah, kind of muddle through.
Where are you from, Aaron?
UK.
Okay. That's for the accent. Okay.
Well, Northern Ireland, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The good part of Ireland.
You said you're from Northern Ireland, but you're like, I'm part of the UK. I thought Ireland... Is it just the Southern Ireland that doesn't like the UK? Or is it usually you guys don't... You're like... don't like to say you're from the UK.
Well, no, it's the southern part that doesn't like it and half of the northern part.
Okay.
I'm from the half that does. What about yourself? Where are you from?
The US. US of A. Oklahoma is a state. Almost in the middle. I think one of the other guys is the state below me, I think. Texas. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, there's one from Texas, one from, I believe, New England, and one from California, but
That's right.
We try not to give them too hard a time.
How's your character coming along?
Oh, I think I'm done.
Nice. Nice. Alright. Are you comfortable with continuing the story from where the players left off last week?
Sure.
Okay. Aaron, do you have any preferences, or do you want to go with the flow?
I'm good.
Okay. Then we will just begin. You can decide first off, Alexandros. Where on Juno are you? Are you in the Inquisitorial cruiser, orbiting the planet, or are you in Vesuna Regis, the capital, along with the other players? Where do you want your story to begin?
I would say the cruiser.
Very nice.
Figure either I was called there or I arrived there to Juno through the cruiser.
That makes sense. And then we will bring you there. Alexandros,
Yes.
You hear the thunderous noise of the reactor core just 2 levels below your chambers. As you look out the windows, you see Juno, a majestic capital world of the sector. And down there you have heard reports of what the various teams are encountering. And you know that the prefect's family, when they're not visiting one of their many palaces on Juno, they rule the sector from the Pellucid Tower. It is along... they rule along with thousands of other officials. They have scribes and functionaries, and they serve the imperial dynasty. Chodorov is the prefect and planetary governor, but his hand-picked High Minister, Lord Alphax Dux, and various other councillors manage the sectors in detail. The Pellucid Tower is visible from orbit, and you see a giant spire erupting from the clouds. It is visible as you look down on the shining reflection. It has been constructed impossibly long ago, in the dark age of technology. A fortress with wide brutalist bridges and monolith walls. The Pellucid Tower is especially interesting to the Telepathica and to your brethren for its psychic nexus, a vast chamber where the most potent psychers of Juno convene, and astropathic choirs ring out. When you close your eyes, you can hear them singing and humming. The psychic presence is intense. Next to the main island of landmass, you see a giant sprawling what is becoming a hive. It's not there yet, but there are several layers. The poor live in the slum and underground. There is a kind of underhive developing. But it is a modern world. You will see skyscrapers, these aqueduct-like bridges, massive districts, and a explorator fleet hovering above the city. Occasionally you see ships shooting through the atmosphere. Little yellow dots flare up. You are in your chamber when you hear someone hailing you.
Yes.
Brother Glendros.
Alexandros, someone will be with you shortly.
The door will open. You have a small chamber, imagine like a boat lugar, and it's like a circular window where you look down to the city. You have a little bunk bed, very sparse, but it is your private chamber where you have been at peace.
Alright. I'll gather up my items. Be ready for the arrival of the person.
This is your last opportunity to grab anything you want to bring with you.
Yeah, I'll gear up, basically. Grab items, throw them in pockets. Pick my last pistol, put it in my concealed holster. Pretty much grab everything. I don't have a whole lot of other items I would keep besides the list I have on my sheet.
Excellent. You grab it, and the door opens slowly. A man with a dark brown hood and a cloak is standing there. He pushes the cloak back, and you can see his old wrinkly face. He looks disturbed. His eyes are kind of cloudy, and you haven't seen this person before. He looks up from his hood. Alexandros.
Yes.
You have been called to an assignment.
What is this assignment?
There has been an incident. He opens the door and bows. You are to come with me.
Of course. I don't think I've met you before. What is your name?
He gives you his name and bows. The Ecclesiarchy demands much of us. And now, it has made a final demand of you. Ordered from the Inquisitor himself. He smiles with a maniacal glee.
That's not disturbing. Alright, well, lead the way.
You exit the room and begin walking through endless subdecks. You can hear the humming of the machine. The chamber that you walk into is dimly lit. There is this void beyond a viewport. You can only barely see the top red crescent of Juno. And in the distance you can hear these vox chimes. you see a crewman running to the docks, getting ready. Something has happened. At the edge of the room, a small congregation of ecclesiarchy members look in your direction. Robed figures, it's sort of mysterious. He's carrying a staff, and his face is only half visible. He's wrapped in black cloth. He turns slowly. Raising an eyebrow, he slowly moves in your direction. Do you want to resist his psychic powers? You can feel the warp approaching you. You can feel the tingling under your cape.
I reflexively will resist any sort of mind probe into my mind.
Do a willpower test. This is an opposed test. I get a success with 3 degrees. You can use a fate point to re-roll.
No, I don't think I will.
You hear a voice in your mind. Very subtle. You have heard the whispers, haven't you? The storm has called you by name. Come forth.
I furrow my brow and step forward.
He
What can I assist you
looks
with?
at you with a maniacal intensity. His skin wrinkly. Raises an eyebrow and repeats exactly what you heard in your mind. You have heard the whispers, haven't you? The Inquisitor has called for you. Your training is complete. Are you ready to serve, my child?
Always ready to serve the Emperor.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and slowly begins walking you to the dark. The veil of Avesuna is tearing wider with every moment. One of the counselors lies dead. The city is bleeding. And as you know, the Inquisition's eyes... He slowly turns to look at you, lifting his hood. Will remain hidden. That is your task.
I will do what I can.
You will walk
What?
into the storm with them, silently. They are fleeing at this very moment. He lifts up a data slate he holds in his hand. We are receiving new reports by the minute. Apparently, there has been a crisis.
What kind of crisis?
The Vigil have been exposed for work. As you know, the Prefect has taken hold of the arbitrators on this world. You are not to look for allies down there. The Vigil has withdrawn. The nobles are enraged. And the people will brand you as a heretic and a fiend. That should be familiar with you, is it not, Alexandros?
I'm used to that type of interest.
Yes. They will see you as a monster. Someone to be eradicated. They will not recognize you as their savior. He walks into the main hangar. You see the troops getting ready in their ships, unloading crates. He lifts his hand from your shoulder and you feel this great weight releasing from your shoulder. You will be branded. You will be hunted. Still, you must ascend. Your time here is over. Next we see you, you will be either a legend or a memory. Are you prepared to do your duty?
I am prepared. I will not flinch from this duty.
Then you will descend. The Emperor's hand will guide you. He reaches into his pocket and lifts up a small necklace with an Imperial Aquila. His hand will guide you, or it will crush you. The choice is yours. He looks down to a small crew standing by one of the launch bays. This is your final moment on the ship. You will see some of the men you trained with, some of the other crew in the main bay. And in the distance you can hear a loud voice.
Dropship Theta 9 prepared. Atmospheric clearance granted.
There's a final hiss, and he points down to the bay.
All right. Thank you for your support. I will. Alexandros heads down to the dropship.
The craft waits in the launch bay. Go now, Alexandros. The streets will devour you, unless you learn to devour them. Take charge. He folds his hands and returns. A junior officer appears and will bow. You hear some of the others in the distance mutter, "A witch. Emperor be damned." There are some
their whispers.
Some of the men are uneasy, sort of clutching their weapons. These are Imperial stormtroopers. One of them takes off his helmet and just does a polite, hesitant bow as you approach. Another one into the pit.
All right, man. Let's embark the dropship and descend.
He bows. Embark. You hear a hiss, and finally a tech adept chant. Distant binary prayers can be heard on a loudspeaker in the small, damp launch ship. It is a small armored lander. You can smell incense smoke spilling into the chamber as you hear the chanting from the tech priests. Then you hear a thunderous noise as the ship takes off. You feel the suction in your gut. Approaching the planet, you're in a small lander. You'll be approaching Vesuna Regis, and as you look down, the massive sprawling city of Desoleum becomes apparent to you. You fly past of Navy squad. You're just whizzing past them quickly. You can hear these commanding voices coming from them, some of them reporting the chaos on Vasuna. Suddenly you hear this and a thunderous vibration through the ship. The lush surface now is laid beneath you. It is a beautiful world. You can see city hives, manufactura. Suddenly the atmosphere sort of clears up. It's a little bit bright blue, purplish at first. Then you see the spires. In the distance you can see the huge temples of the basilica. You can see Navy and Astartes troops. And getting closer to Vasuna, you can see very little Mechanicus presence. It looks like a modern city. Very beautiful. You can see these huge balls of black smoke billowing up from the old forges and metallic reflections from Biologus Basilica. There are communities sort of scattered around Vasuna Regis. Most of the surroundings are dust. A few terraformed green fields and forests, even in the middle of the city. You can also see these geodesic biodomes on top of buildings, growing flora and animals. And you know from your reports that this is a place that is sprawling with mutation. The Vigil, the local arbitrators, have a headquarters in the middle of the city. It is a giant pyramid-like structure that you're flying towards now. The top of this spire is burning. You can see fires, and the spire is sort of broken in half, and it is very apparent that there has been a recent attack on it. The most of the city is has roads where you can see auto carriages driving into tunnels, hoping to avoid the criminals and mutants that lurk underground. You can also see monorail trains, regular trains, as well as a few landers flying above the city. The city is always expanding, and you can see in the distance dozer blades and siege shields roaming the outskirts of the city before you descend into the middle of Desoleum. And when you look down, it looks like any modern city. And at this point, you're just hovering slowly over the city, comfortable enough for you to walk around the lander and look down. You hover around the Grand Precinct when one of the men gets up, releases his belt buckle, and nods to you politely, trying to get your attention.
Yes.
Where would you like us to descend, sir?
Do we have a location on the our acolytes?
Yes. The last we heard of them, they were close to the main road, leaving the Vasuna Regis Vigilite.
Any sign of hostiles?
None.
Alright, let's approach the location and possibly find a landing area.
Understood. He nods, and you slowly begin descending. You can see a beautiful view of the Grand Precinct. the top of the building, which you've read so much about, among others the reports of the Inquisition members who went there. They reported standing on the balcony looking out of the city, the feeling of freedom and authority, the respect they enjoyed. This headquarters has now been demolished in a recent attack. You fly past it, the ship sort of disappears into these black clouds. As you appear on the other side, huge beams of light intermittently light up the ship. You descend down into a huge, like multi-lane wide road with a platform in the middle. There is a landing spot for ships to land, and the engines roar as you finally land, and you hear a crackling voice on your microbead. Aaron. Morrigan, your microbead contact with Alexandros has been established.
You'll hear a sort of tinny voice coming over the microbead saying, once you land, stay at your position. I will meet you. Send the lander off as soon as humanly possible. And then it'll go
Copy
blank.
All right, I turn to the, I guess, pilot. Set down, and let me off, and then I need you guys out of here.
I will escort you, sir. Let us know if there's anything else you need. I'm afraid we can't make a quiet entry. There are no official directions for how to land at this moment. We made an emergency landing. You may have been watched. I can't guarantee for your safety unless we join you.
How many of you are there?
4.
Okay. You 4 can come with me. Disembark quickly and send off the ship.
The stormtroopers jump out of the back, load their weapons, and the ship immediately takes off and disappears up into the clouds. You're left standing in the middle of a highway. There is a road, sort of pedestrian path, right down the middle of it.
I'm gonna look for a building to temporarily get us out of the viewpoint of anybody who could be watching.
Excellent. You descend down into the lower level, and the men immediately join you. They're wearing Tempestus Scion armor, and their helmets are off. They're carrying their helmets, and they have their weapons sort of dragging them with them. All of them are heavily armed. This is a small squad. They're communicating on microbeads, sort of like, imagine like a special ops team, and they're surrounding you while you're walking.
All right. Once we found a nice little out of the way spot, I'm gonna direct them to secure this area, keep an eye out for Morrigan's approach and any other possible hostiles.
Roger that, sir. Would you like us to watch the surface as well?
Yes.
You see one of the men begin running up these metal grit stairs. The 3 others remain with you, scanning the surroundings. One of them has an auspex. He scans the grounds and the wall. There's no one here, sir. You're safe. As you look around, you can see small maintenance shafts, and it looks like an old railway underneath you. You're sort of standing on the ledge looking down on it. And Morrigan, you're very close to where Alexandros is. Driving in his direction.
What Alexandros will... If he's anywhere, is he close to the surface?
Yes, Alexandros is close to the surface.
Well, the what do you call it, security officer that you actually sent up will basically see what can only be described as a black raven coming and purchasing on what was the remains of an old auto carriage and just sitting staring at him. You will actually notice that one of the eyes is red. And it's just sitting there looking at it, and it's at that moment that you'll actually you'll sort of feel within the warp itself that you are actually being homed in on. It's not necessarily a malevolent feeling.
I'm gonna key up on my microbeam. Morgan, are you near?
Yes. I am, but I shall approach on foot.
Do you have any familiars?
Yes, I do. His name's Maurice. He is quite friendly.
Morrigan, as you drive out of the city, you are sitting in your van, and you can hear alarms all across Vesuna. Red lumen flashing on the bridges as soon as you leave the spire-high billboards. You can see this text appearing: curfew declared, all citizens confined. There is a pre-recorded voice you can hear in the distance. By order of the Regis Council, the streets are under lockdown. In the distance, you will see arbitrator patrols, vigil, sort of retreating as Old Brood military rolls into the city. The arbitrator vehicles are retreating to these fortress precincts instead of patrolling. When they pass, you can either psychically or sometimes audibly hear their vox systems squawking with these angry orders. None of them look at you. They seem to be in total panic. The vigil are abandoning the streets. You can also hear blaring sirens in the distance as the gold-armored Old Brood troops march into the city. Checkpoints along the way are about to be set up, and a squad of Old Brood will spot your Arbite marked vehicle and raises his weapon. For a brief moment, he just approaches your window, some words are exchanged, and momentarily lets you pass. Citizens are scattering and barricading themselves as well into half-block doors. You can see riots breaking out, gunfire cracking in the distance. As you drive out of this chaos, you hear the voice of Alexander and louder. A drone, by the way, is swooping just right next to you. You can see an Auspex lens sort of swiveling down in front of the window.
Well, then, in that case, if it is in front of me, I will floor it. That is, and basically try to get to Alexandru in double quick time.
Sounds good. Do an operate surface. You get a +10. Nice. This drone just appeared from the sky and just like swooped down. It's following you.
This is not going to be good. Failure with 5 additional.
No, it keeps trailing you until finally you appear on this highway that is at this point has been shut down for the most part. You were let pass, so you're almost alone. And you look out into the vast, sprawling city out there. You're on an elevated bridge between the Vale and Desoleum. And you see a Tempest holding a hand up in your direction.
I shall slam the anchors on. Says, and come to, hopefully, a relatively stable stop.
Sir, they've arrived.
Copy that. Anyone following them?
Negative.
Alright, man. Let's gather up and head up.
The 3 stormtroopers follow behind you. As you ascend, you see an old, broken van. It looks like it's been padded, or like built upon layer of these metal slabs have just been put on it. Heavy wheels, as it must weigh several tons. It is this heavily armored, almost tank-like vehicle. Armored glass, and a small dish on the roof.
She will actually jump. She'll actually jump out as they're actually coming towards the vehicle, and turning to them, and will say, "I don't suppose any of you gentlemen know how to drive."
One of the Tempestus Scions will begin unloading his weapons and armor in the back, and will immediately get into the driver's seat.
Excellent. And she will hop into the back. Once everyone's aboard, slam the door shut, give the side of the van 3 quick hammers, and then say, turn us around, back the way I came, and just follow these directions.
Awesome.
Make it quick.
You immediately hear a screeching of the wheels as the van turns around and begins driving. You're sitting in the back of the van, driving back into the city. And we can go stay in a role-playing scene, or you can move out of role-playing. And we're gonna leave it up to you.
Stay in for a second.
Okay. You're in the back of the van.
Hello.
Yep.
Looking at Morgan. Hello, I'm Alexandros. I've been sent down to assist with your guys' situation. So what is what exactly happens?
From here on in, or
what has happened?
well, the short version is everything's gone to shit. That is, we may have sought to apprehend a counselor, and unfortunately ended up, well, killing him, I suppose is probably the most blunt way of putting it.
One of the Tempestus Scions is right next to you. It is way too tight here to be evading their air. He's looking out the window and he slowly turns in your direction. He has a slight stubble, looks very chiseled, tough. The whole city's gone to ground. We can't tell who's a rioter and who's a loyalist. Everyone looks like they're carrying a blade. Eyes up.
Essentially, if it comes towards us, shoot it.
I can't sort the civilians from killers.
As I say,
Hold.
if it comes towards us, shoot it.
If it shoots at us, shoot it. Otherwise, do not draw more attention than we need.
He slowly nods. If we get paid in throne geld for every curfew, petrol we gun down, drinks are on me. He's just sort of slouched down next to the window. He drops his auspex next to you. Guess we just have to keep the psyker breathing.
You better.
He smiles.
All right, Morgan, was it?
It is.
Where's the rest of the party holding up at?
Your driver has taken us there.
What kind of accommodations do they have? Is it secure?
Well, I would. Let me be blunt. Nothing is secure. It is essentially what I suppose you would call a rundown factory. And in regards to we can't tell who's on our side and who's not, no one is on our side. If we were to shoot 300 people, no one would care.
But they might see it. They might follow us. We don't want that.
Take a look around. All the vigils are gone. Anyone who's coming into the city is going to want us dead anyway, so they will be looking for us. You can guarantee that.
Alexandros will look around and see what he sees.
Unfortunately, Alexandros, you have been put into a hornet's nest. One which we will most likely not walk out of. For that, I am deeply sorry. But it is what it is.
Well, I fully intend on walking out of this nest. Doing so, we need to try to draw less attention. Otherwise, we'll be fighting all the wasps.
Well, you should
Now,
be happy to hear that we shouldn't be too long until we're there.
This factory, who outside of us knows you are there?
At the moment, I certainly hope no one. But chances are there will be one or two, at least even just, menials, people like that. As much as you want to stay hidden, you can't stay hidden from absolutely everyone. Hopefully they will have more pressing concerns like their own survival. But I suppose the long and short of what I'm trying to say is don't get comfy. I have a feeling we're going to be moving about a lot.
Don't worry, I won't.
That is, but at the moment it seems to be secure enough anyway to get something hot inside us, and maybe even, if we're lucky, our heads down for a bit.
Alright, we'll see.
As I say, this city is tearing itself apart, and it is entirely our fault.
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate why the counselor was killed.
I shall. But let's just try to stay alive first.
Fine.
Everybody,
Alright.
one of you, roll a D100 random event die. This is a homebrew rule that we have, Alexandros.
Okay.
Where 1 is the best possible outcome. 100 is the worst. You can go ahead and roll. It's always fun. Always exciting. Just type in roll 1d100.
You can just go to the wee dice on the side. 39.
Nice. As you arrive at the hideout, you're on an elevated highway. A wounded servitor is dragging itself from a wreckage. You can see a cogitator core just hanging behind it. It looks to have been a Administratum patrol. There is an Administratum van behind it that has been crashed. There has been some kind of attack, and there are bullet holes in the side of the van. The servitor is just sort of crawling across the ground in a mechanical-like motion, one hand at a time. Its guts, that being the cogitator core, is dragging behind it. You can see wires hanging out of its belly.
Eyes up, everyone. Somebody might be nearby.
The Tempestus Scion will stop the van on the road.
I can't guarantee your safety, sir. No one followed us. I'll keep an eye out.
He steps out of the van wearing his helmet. And is just going to stand behind the van, so hiding behind the door, weapons drawn.
Nope. I'll pull my pistol, get out of the vans, cautiously approach the crash.
Yeah. The servitor just keeps crawling.
So, Alexandros, what's the plan? Are you going to put it down, or...?
Just a servitor.
Mhm.
More curious to see if there's any others. You said there was a crash.
There was a van. There's a van behind the servitor.
So check out the van.
It's crawling away. As you walk up next to it, your footsteps in the wet, moist asphalt. It turns around, blood covering its face. It's like gasping, it's breathing its own blood. It looks up at you. You can see its bloodshot eyes.
And you'll hear your microbead come across again, say, Alexandros, do you not think it would be possibly wiser to send the Scions in to check?
Wiser, but they're watching our backs.
Okay.
Right. Justine.
And she's, what do you call it, well, obviously you can't see this, but she's put her feet up on the bench across from her in the back of the van.
Under attack. Under attack.
It
I'll
looks
look
at
at the
you,
servitor.
and it's crawling
attack
across
too.
the ground. You're on an abandoned highway. It is dark. It's the drizzling light rain.
Alright. I'll get back into our van. No reason to risk it. We need to continue on.
The servitor keeps crawling across the ground.
With this, Morgan will just actually turn to one of the Scions and say, be a dear and put it out of its misery.
Without saying a word, he draws his sidearm, walks up to the servitor, and you can see him just brace sideways, and with a single bullet, the servitor falls dead. He returns to the van.
Okay, well, onwards and upwards.
You keep driving.
She'll turn to Alexandros and say, you must understand that without sounding too harsh, we can't save everyone. You put yourself at risk when you didn't have to. You remember the Inquisition. You're more important than they are.
You save 1,000 souls, you always start with 1.
And you can't save any if you're dead.
Awesome. Well, points. And we can move out of the role-playing scene, and you can talk about where you want your hideout to be. And what you want it to be.
Alright.
You mentioned a hideout. So what you would let's just think that you would probably both agree and be part in discussing with the rest of the group where this hideout would be. So feel free to make that decision now, or if you want to go somewhere else.
Do you have an idea where the factory is, Aaron?
Well, we're
To be
basically
clear,
gonna be
that
going
is
up-
something Aaron just made up now. The rest of the group has not decided on anything. Yeah.
It was basically what he called going off the one we had beforehand.
That has
So-
been that hideout has been busted and destroyed.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, just random. So it is. So, what would you prefer yourself? I mean, what? Bearing in mind that we're going to be going after counselors and things like that, so probably want to at least sort of be able to slip into some sort of mid-level society. You know, sort of like lower level kind of administrative type things. Do you have any thoughts on it, or?
Well, since the situation was caused by us, they're going to be looking for us. I'd rather we go into an area, at least to collect ourselves somewhere maybe out of the way, more underdeveloped, not very many residents around. The factory
I
sound
can-
like a good idea.
I can give you guys a list because you don't know necessarily everything about the city and this world. I can give you a list of possible places where the Inquisition would scout out places to hide. So some possibilities are like an underground slum bunker in the Vale district, which is like the slum, basically. So you could imagine the threats versus benefits of different places, right? So you could do like an underground bunker there in the slum. You could do an abandoned train station, an abandoned mag rail station. You could do a Mechanicus subvault that has been abandoned. You could find a shattered shrine, one of the old Valerius shrines underground. You could do a luxury apartment somewhere. You have enough resources, some high rise. You could do a black market safe house, maybe an old manufactorum, some old brood base that has been abandoned, cargo docks, old cargo docks. You could go to another planet. Yeah, those are some ideas. Some possible places on this world, at least.
I'm liking the mag rail station. What about you, Aaron?
Why the mag rail station?
Well, if it's abandoned, won't really get anybody there. Perhaps we could find some sort of car, train car or engine. We could use the mag rail to what's left of it to transit keeps us off normal roads. I mean, I don't know how about you, but who pays attention to trains?
Well, you're probably, I would say, downside's probably looking at a minimum of 4 entry points. And as you say, who pays attention to railway stations? If it's anything like the UK, tramps, drug dealers.
They're easy to deal with.
Yeah, but then there's their customers, things like that.
Also easy to deal with. A few little twinges of the mind, and they're about their way.
Yeah, but then you're also using psychic abilities, which you don't want to abuse. Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I'm going more towards the shrine.
All right.
Or the old brood safe house. Or base.
Base is kind of on the nose for where would a military organization run off to hide.
Is the Inquisition a military organization?
Oh yes, we are.
Is it though, or is it more a secret police organization?
As we're surrounded by a couple of Tempesta Scions.
Good part you're asking the question, just looking into their eyes. Fucking elite stormtroopers.
They're like, you better think we're military. I could go with the shrine. Shrine sounds good.
The reason I was actually thinking old military base is probably because they would at least have some sort of old equipment there, maybe disused sort of hard lines that could be tapped into. Although obviously not by either of us two.
No, that wouldn't really occur to my character, really. Just like that servitor, if I was techie, I could have done something with it, but I'm not techie. So,
luxury apartment seems a bit on the nose.
Yeah, that's like asking for trouble.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our faces are quite well known to the... Although we could become celebrities.
There are good celebrities and bad celebrities. We're trying.
The Charlie Sheen celebrities.
We need to try to be more of the low key kind of people.
Yeah. I don't think the slum. Too many people. Yeah, I'd go for the mag rail or the shrine. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Let's do shrine. Let's do shrine.
Oh, right, okay. Right,
You
fair enough, we'll do
points
shrine.
with the, yeah. Too many accesses, I guess. I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with the underground, underground or whatever shrine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So an abandoned shrine by the ecclesiarchy that you know about because of your background in the ecclesiarchy. No one but the Inquisition would know about this. It's probably off limits, like a black site, completely off limits to everyone, and then abandoned and forgotten. I'm gonna roll some things in the background to determine some random factors about this place. And you guys can feel free to talk or roleplay, preferably roleplay, or talk about what you want to, something with what you want to do.
Yeah, he's just populating with what he calls some sort of Ogren type people that we have to fight. Yeah, as we're actually sort of heading towards there, Morgan will pipe up and say, "So, how exactly did you get dragged into this?" And by that,
Somebody
she's basically
killed a
just,
counselor. That's exactly why I'm to here.
she will look at you with her cold blue eyes and went, "I meant the Inquisition." Oh, by the way, don't actually tell anyone else that you're in the Inquisition or show your Azarius outside of our group.
I don't
Until-
intend to.
Yeah. It's unfortunately not the first time that it's happened. It can lead to some interesting results, but anyway, I stand by my question. How did you end up in the Inquisition? Through birth or recruitment or
I was
mishap?
recruited out of the Astra Telepathica.
So,
You?
I suppose you could say more press ganged.
Do you regret it?
Looking at the Tempestus Scions, she will attempt to contact you psychically. So you can either resist or allow her in.
I'll let her in.
To which all you hear is, instead of the tinny voice coming from her vox caster around her throat, you'll hear a female's voice say, "Every single day."
Okay, guys. Can you give me a list of the three most important utilities you would want to build in this place? That being, do you want a repair dock, a medical area or a chemical area, a tech development thing, a vehicle bay? What would you want to build with the little equipment you have?
Medical.
Medical?
Yeah, medical, definitely. You said 3 of them?
Yep.
Yep, your choice. You pick and then we'll decide both joint on the last one.
Tech, some sort of tech repair station. Or tech, workshop.
Can you be more specific? Items, weapons, vehicles, chemicals.
I would say just items.
Small items, like a small tool shop for repairing items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's thinking of his shield for whenever it inevitably overheats. And last one.
I mean, the vehicle bay is not a bad idea.
You could try to make some kind of clearance for a small lander, like a landing pad. You could make a clearance for a repair shop for a vehicle, like a land vehicle, driven vehicle. You could make a servitor spot to repair and mend servitors. So,
I say we keep it simple and go for the repair vehicle.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, because we're going to be going about an awful lot. And there's
more
curfews.
things. You could do a study librarium where you do research. like a command center with communications gear and lots of like monitors, and really specialize in that. Long ways communication.
I mean, that's useful.
I'm giving you
Be
the
able
three
to-
choices because it's not. I mean, you're limited on resources, and it's realistic that you would have a limited amount of things.
With a command center, communications-wise, you might be able to tap into the local frequencies and figure out what's going on. Be able to.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Let's see. I mean, it would take longer, but yeah, screw it. Why not? We'll go with that. Intelligence. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, what was that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll go with the command center, so we can tap into try to get some intelligence. Because I mean, if we're gonna have a tech priest, then it'll take a bit longer. But you know, that kind of repair stuff should be dealt with there.
All right, sounds good.
Excellent. Then
Plus, I really don't like tech priests anyway. So anything to make their life harder.
excellent. Then we got some important things out of the way. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So yeah, while we're driving along, Morgan will tell you how it actually sort of ended up in such a shit show. Essentially, we went down to basically under orders of the Inquisitor to gather information and hopefully get a confession from one of the or both of the councillors that were meeting. Unfortunately, that went literally sideways straight away. We were caught. We then went to escape in a lander, and yeah, it turned into a massive firefight when the Ogren decided to charge the enemy, and yeah, essentially he killed, after a prolonged gunfight, killed the one of the councillors. The rest of the reinforcements we actually called down, which were members of the party, so long-standing members like Juno and people like that who are currently NPCs, were killed. And essentially myself and a unconscious Ogren, yeah, essentially what he called 4 people got out. That is, the other councillor managed to escape, raised the alarm, and we then got a dressing down from the Inquisitor, and then it was scorched earth policy, and essentially we've been told, well, in no uncertain terms, basically complete the mission, kill the rest of the councillors, and if you don't, then don't come back.
Great. Yep, definitely a shit show.
Yeah. It didn't go well.
Any clues to the original mission?
Original mission was to essentially, well, I suppose the overriding mission is to actually stop the pandemonium, which is linked to the Pellucid Tower. It seems to be linked into 4 different tablets, of which we were getting close to actually acquiring one, although that is probably now further away than ever. They're basically owned by the councillors. The councillors are being manipulated by a third party. It says potentially Xenos in origin. And to top it all off, there seems to be a Necron presence on the world as well, which may or may not be wakening up.
That is not good.
So think of all the bad things you can think of, and then we made it worse.
Bloody hell.
Oh, and a warp storm might consume the entire sector if we fail.
Alright, how do we salvage this? So which, did you kill the governor? You were there, going there to, or the counselor that you were going there to
One of them, yes.
interrogate?
One of them, yes. The one that escaped has been interrogated before. He doesn't actually know it because we wiped his mind, but he was going to be the one that we leaned on. So if you go to the wee council map thing, Cambrai was the one we have spoken to before. Oh, sorry, I tell a lie. It's Thort is the one we've spoken to before. He was the one that was meeting with Palambrius. We killed Palambrius. We were going to take him in at the same time as... Basically, we're going to apprehend both of them. Palambrius was going to be interrogated, and Thorpe was going to be turned completely, hopefully, by using the information we already had on him, because he's one of the people with one of the tablets.
And he's the one who got killed?
No, he's the one that escaped.
The other one we don't think has a tablet?
Don't believe so.
Do we have any idea where the other tablets lie?
An idea, but I'd need to go back to the main menu. Oh. Start with that. My
What's up?
computer just crashed. Nothing, roll 20 first. Yeah.
Can we go back to the
Yes.
Ascalon or the Juno map?
Absolutely. There you go.
Lovely. Elias.
There we go.
I'm gonna say, let's see how long this would take. Can you guys... No, that'd be unfair. You have a real... So you have 2 tech priests with you. Can you remind me? You have Ripsa. You have... who else is proficient in tech?
Should be Peter.
Zachary Corpum.
Is it a character?
Samakri is joining you, okay. Peter, he might be...
I thought he did.
Yeah. And Samakri is joining you as well.
I thought he was, yeah.
Well, no, that's fine.
You said it was Titus and Elias that were meeting together?
Thort and Palambrius.
Okay, Thort, okay. This is Raphael. Alexandros is referencing his data slate.
Nice. Nice roleplay. Yes. So you're doing your research, and the first few weeks, months, you're just gonna spend sitting outside this place, slowly like digging, exploring, seeing what you can do, and then you slowly start building these various resources. And with the amount of tech boosts you have, I will say it takes you... let's see... a few weeks. So quite a lot of time has passed. I'm gonna do some rolls for your... make people. So the abandoned shrine, I rolled for a place that is quite remote. So it's outside the city. So it's in basically an old abandoned valley. Just junkyard, just junk everywhere. And it is outside Visuna. The shrine goes several levels underground. You spend the first few days just clearing junk, but the place is quite large, and you will manage to bring up a gas-driven engine with some batteries and lights that are already there, that you will repurpose and then manufacture this place. Now you wanted a command center, a medical bay, and a mechanical bay.
And a repair bay for items, a medical bay, and a command center, yeah.
All right. Want to pick this up with Sunday with more guys?
Okay.
That way we don't...
No, we'll continue until we're over. You can leave if you want to leave, but I'll let you know. Yep. All right. So, here is the base.
Nice little setup.
I'm gonna say Morgan Alexandros for the purposes of role-playing in this session. You're here alone for a while. The place has been built. Inquisition drives back and forth in unmarked vehicles, slowly building up this place, making sure not to be followed. You will, after several weeks, the base, although it smells of cleaning agents and oil and rust, it is operational. You have lights, you have antenna disguised into the spire sticking up from the shrine. The tech priests are busy in the mechanic bay, and having prepared all the items you need. You too can feel free to do whatever you want while I make the rest of this.
Oh, while we were on the other screen, going through the, I was going through the character dossiers, I guess you could say, and mentioned that one of the guys from the trade network that owns one of the moons, he brags that he has a ancient's tablet.
Yeah.
And he's not the other guy, the Thort. He's not Thort.
Yeah.
That's an option we can start.
Hold
That's
on.
an option we can push towards. Change targets while Thort is on the defensive.
Well, there was a plan to go after Lucia Veal. Not 100% sure whether or not that one's still going ahead, because it seems to be a way of her dealing with everyone. Basically, it was supposed to be a hunt. So it was... however, it does seem to be that what he called, she actually knew that we were Inquisition. So there was a possibility that we were going to be eliminated. So if she knows, there's a possibility that he knows as well. But yeah, he does have a tablet. He is on the other moon. Cheladine? So yeah, I mean, we could go for him, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, we are at a stage where we've not actually really decided what we're going to do, so...
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, flesh out the options, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if she has one, but...
yeah.
But you said she was hostile towards us?
Yes, does seem to be, yes.
Did we give her a reason?
I thought I was overly pleasant.
Interesting. Could be that she doesn't like the Ordos, or that she sees us as...
Well, she shouldn't technically have known.
she also, I realized we're a threat, so she could be
Mhm.
part of this cult.
Yep.
And if she's, let's see, Elias has one of the, might have one of the tablets, and she's on relatively good terms with him, being the same trade network.
Well, I mean, what I was actually going to suggest was that essentially Palimbras is gone. All his estates
That's true.
and all his properties will be in disarray. So,
I could see Thort moving in on that.
yep. So, what I would actually sort of suggest is that we move in first and attempt to actually get any information, anything that could be useful. And I mean, if we turn up there with, well, I was going to actually use some of my influence to get some Tempestus Scions. So if you still have your 4, what do you call it, and I requisition 4, then that's 8 of them.
Yes.
Surely that would be enough to potentially keep our entire group.
Got yourself a kill team then.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, what do you call it? Last time it was technically only, what, 1, 2, 3. But last time there was only 7 of us and no NCPs. So this time there'll be 4 and 8 of them. So
All right. We need to make sure our tech priests are ready to hack their systems.
you got a crack grenade, that'll hack it. Don't worry about it. That's how crack grenades work. That's how they work, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. My understanding is not much more than that. I prefer to use a crack grenade on something I don't like.
So I just drop these fizzy things that make people not able to see me at my feet, and it seems to work.
I prefer the more permanent solution.
Yeah, let's see how that works out for you, nerd.
All right, so the problem with the going into this guy's going after his assets and information
Is it basically
Gives the
everyone
other-
else going to be doing the same thing?
yes, if they want it. Also gives them more time to prepare defenses against us.
I mean, realistically, if we have to actually sort of get into a fight, we're going to lose. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, they've got the resources of a planet.
True.
We
I'd rather
have,
strike at a point they're not expecting, or less expecting. We already targeted those 2 councilmen. One got away. I would think that if someone were to do that, they would try to go after the second one that got away. So if we hit a third option, might not be
and there is
prepared.
a possibility that Thor will just turtle up.
It's true.
You know, keep most of his keep most of his people around him, well, only
It would be useful if we could turn one of these counselors. Do we have any promising candidates besides Thort?
about the only one that I would say is potentially, and I say this rather with a heavy dose of salt, potentially an ally, or potentially could be an ally, is Domas, who is the head of the Knight's House.
Domus.
Domas. You know how I like butchering your names.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring you to the city map. Take any direction. This is just a little side thing. Can you just pick a direction and then that's where the hideout will be? So for instance, northeast, west, east, north, south. Which direction in relation to Suna Regis would you want the hideout to be? North, east, southwest, southeast, west. In other words, where do you want to be closest to? Vale. So this west is like the slum, mutant, hellhole. If your hideout is here, you will have to travel through the slum to get through the city. Advantages and disadvantages. If you're in the north, you're driving past the luxury uphill, luxury hideout, Scolopurgenium and so on, very wealthy place. Capina Gate, guarded by the Old Brood, basically military base. Benefits and disadvantages. Here you will be close to the highways and the Mechanicus.
I would
about there?
say
Right here? Okay.
No, there. What about what's
what's in that big gap?
yeah?
That big gap is basically like, you can imagine just endless slums, under hive. Yeah.
Lots of people willing to sell us out.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. A little bit more populated. So the population density is a little bit more there than if you would choose
Maybe southeast-ish?
southeast,
East, southeast?
like here.
Yeah. That's my idea. Mechanic would is more of a neutral entity as long as you're not trying to steal their tech.
What do you think, Aaron?
I think that if we go there, I would have more contacts to sell the party out. And
So
live like a king.
southwest, southeast it is. Fuck. All right, Aaron, take your nap. Go southeast. Acolyte.
I've decided my character is doing a side quest to just live the rest of her life with hookers.
Nice, very nice.
Hookers and blow.
You know, the world's going to hell. You know,
Obscura. Low sticks, obscura, that kind of stuff.
that's like just your opinion, man.
Perfect. There we have it. Beautiful.
Also, I like the idea of taking over one of the moons.
There you go. Little hideouts. You have decided. You've sealed your fate.
Boom, boom, boom.
Dun dun dun. Wonderful. Then we got something useful done. That is good. Well, then we got a lot of things out of the way, and we can start the next session with players who know what to do.
Wow.
No, I mean with the players knowing what to do, not necessarily that you don't know what to do. Although that might be true as well.
That's a lot of optimism there.
No. Well, perfect. I think we can end it there with you and Morgan in the command center, walking around, getting used to the new base, and the rest of the group joining you next week. Oh, might as well.
Next week?
No, Sunday.
Sunday, hopefully.
Let's see who you have with you. Yeah, it was fun. Let's see who you have with you.
There's a massive, great big hole in the wall.
There's a massive what?
Great big hole in the wall.
Good. You deserve it.
I mean, what were the Mechanicus doing about that?
This is not the Mechanicus, this is priests. They just pray to the Emperor.
What are the priests doing about that?
Nothing. What is the Emperor doing about that?
I think he's a little bit busy.
Exactly. That's why the hole is there.
I hear he's just lounging around.
Sitting on his couch, watching Netflix and eating Cheetos. Wow.
Let's see. You have some Acrocorpum with you?
Our own little bat cave.
Your own little bat cave with your own little tech priest.
Yeah, but he's like the shittest Alfred ever.
He is. The most grumpy.
All he does is be passive aggressive.
Yeah.
So Alfred.
And then you have some stormtroopers.
Yeah, how come I wasn't given stormtroopers when I first arrived?
Not important enough.
Because my first character was a guardsman.
Yeah. He's no longer here.
Yeah, because I didn't have stormtroopers.
You did it several times. They died, remember? Under your command? Does it ring any bells?
Well, they should have got good.
You got your stormtroopers. You had your shot. Okay. They all died.
Stop dying, you cowards.
Oh, wow. Peasant Scions are going to switch sides on us.
Yeah.
They're too loyal for that.
Yeah. Whenever the one of them gets killed, just walk up to him, spit in his corpse and say, "Get good, scrub."
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see. Did you? Nah, it's good. That's enough. Eggs.
What's enough?
Some macro.
No, that's not enough. What's enough?
Alright, roll me an influence test.
For what?
To see if it's enough. Are you pulling enough strings? Are you so you could choose which of the two of you rolls an influence. Well, damn. Well, damn.
I pick him.
Shit. Well, Morgan, I guess the session isn't completely over. Can you tell us what you're doing right now that's making you the most influential person in the Inquisition ever?
Pretty much just being me.
Just being chill.
Just vibing.
I mean, this is a great opportunity to sway some people over to your side of thinking.
Yeah, and then he's gonna make me roll a fellowship test.
No. He'll knock you off your high horse. End this whole charade you've been running.
I'm nice.
You're nice.
Okay.
What happens now that makes you convince someone, and who do you convince to join you? You're on the comms, you're outside the base, it's chilly, it's windy, there's a wind blowing, and you're like on the radio. Help me, please.
Feel free to keep it secret and just send Morton a message.
What
More
what
fun
do
that
you
way.
send out to the Inquisition to ask them for help?
Oh, that's a good way to do it. That's a good roll. You want more Tempestus Scions?
I'm talking NPC. So we have a long history as a group, obviously. So the players have like acquainted with a lot of other Inquisition members, and that's what I'm asking. Which of them are you able to convince to stay? Why and how?
I am looking.
And let's say the scene is you're standing outside, you're on the Vox speed, the rest of the Inquisition has fled to safety, and well, you can choose what the situation. I'm not gonna decide for you, but it is very windy, very chilly. Standing in the muck, the drizzle, the swamps. You look around. Mountains. Desolate. You're alone.
She's alone, and what do you call it? She is on the Fox beat to Llewellyn.
I'm gonna read some names for you, because I think your memory is... Well, not gonna rip into that, but it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
You have... Remind me, did Hector die? Yes, he got executed last session, right?
Hector's dead.
Hector's
Juno's dead.
Right. Okay.
Juno's
You have Llewellyn.
dead.
Llewellyn is a sister of battle. She's a throne agent. She's a very powerful combatant. She's also familiar with Eldari and forbidden heretical shit. You have Zaul. Zaul is an investigator. He's very clever. He's like a problem solver. You have Tetricus. Put him on the map for you. Boom. 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 Tetricus is an Ogren. You know everything about him.
Ooh,
You
that's
have
fine.
an arbitrator woman you've been familiar with. Well, let's keep it at that. Oh, and since your role is so insane,
Yeah.
why don't we let Old Kane be an option too?
Yeah, let's not include him.
He's the Inquisitor's second-hand man. He's a priest. He's like an oracle in terms of knowledge. He knows a ton of stuff. He has all the lore chests.
Right, okay.
Was that guy I saw in the hangar?
No.
Okay.
Close.
Great. I'm going for Kane.
Okay.
I want the.
Okay. Sounds good.
And yeah, she'll sort of sweet talk him with the sort of idea that he's inexperienced. They have a new psyker, sort of father figure type thing. He's seen what actually sort of happened whenever we were let loose by ourselves. You know, we need a guiding hand. And the Inquisitor wouldn't want us to feel. Some probably along the lines of if we feel, the mission feels, the Inquisitor feels, and it puts his life at risk. So although he doesn't particularly like us, we are all in this together.
Makes sense. Alright. 5 degrees success is quite insane on an influence test, so you really did everything right in the weeks that passed. Perhaps you and Kane even developed a special psychic bond. Through the days that passed, he realized that there was something special about you, and he is feeling attached to you. And for that reason, he decides to join you. I'm gonna say that he has seen a prophecy that you will save the sector. That's why he's deciding to join you.
And it wasn't me just hitting this microbeat at 3 o'clock in the morning going, go on, please, go on, go on, go on, go on. You know you do. Go on. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
Fine, I'll come if you shut up.
Thanks, love you, bye.
And with that, everything is in place. We can end the session.
Cool.
Yes, indeed, cool. And you thought it was you thought the fellowship was the thing that was low, didn't you? Sorry, my influence was low. You were thinking fellowship.
I mean,
You always think I have it in for you, Aaron, but I never do.
Right, I have to check. I do have to check. Where are we? I will be very annoyed. Oh, that's good. I'm still lower than him. Whew.
What?
I said my fellowship is still the lowest in the group.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, you're
The
not a
fellowship.
pretty lass. You're
I am
Wait.
stunning.
quite hideous. You're stunning. I mean, on a demon world, maybe.
I mean,
That's not exactly front page material.
That is a rare orchid.
Yeah.
That is a black rose. That is something you see once in your lifetime.
Go on.
usually when you're trying to wake up but you can't move your body.
You're literally the sleep paralysis demon. In waking life. I'm surprised. You're like a supermodel psyker. Sure. You're like, I'm beautiful, and I'm really special, and I have special powers,
I really
and,
take care of my hair.
and my hair is perfect.
That hair's dyed.
It's still relatively young.
Yeah, sure thing, L'Oreal. He just swishes his hair and goes, because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
31 years old, not a scratch, has grown up on a black ship. What?
Has spent his family's entire fortune on plastic surgery.
That's probably it.
That could very well.
They used to be sector-wide known.
That's your backstory? You were a plastic surgeon patient?
No.
Now
Would
put
be
my
funny,
character put my character token up beside that.
I don't want to look at you again.
Do it.
Oh god. Fine. Look at this monstrosity.
And it's funny, but
I mean, it's a
So
perfect
what do you-
couple. That's
right,
a that's a stone cold looks match right there.
that's a Beauty and the Beast right there. Right, so you're supposed to be 31. My character's supposed to be 20s, like 21.
oh
Perfect.
Jesus,
I can
you're
feel
fresh
it.
off the demon world. I'm about
Like-
20 years off the demon world.
It's been tough. Okay.
I've had enough
Look,
time for Rejuviants to do their work.
In my world, they don't build no simps. Okay. Yep, my character is currently 20 years of age.
Jesus.
20? You look like you're fucking 60 and has been in 2 world wars.
Scars are still fresh. Makes sense.
It's terrible.
Give her another 10 years with the Inquisition's medication. She'll look better
You will end up
if she
like
cares to.
She's got corruption 9 already, so you know.
We need to send
Nice.
her to the same plastic
Well,
surgeon.
Nesh
he
likes
went
pretty people.
What was that?
I said Slanesh likes pretty people.
Well, that means all you have to worry about 2 of them.
Eh,
I'm
to.
sorry, my
Are you
character
happy
then-
looking at this now, Aaron?
Yes. I'm sorry, but that is a beautiful rare rose. And I
Is
will
it?
hear nothing. I will hear nothing about her.
Are you developing a new love interest? Because the
Oh,
last one died after.
oh, is that-
The
is that
last
what
one
happened?
died as
Is that-
soon as you got involved with them, which is like your. I feel like it's something to do with your psychic thing.
Are you a Black Widow?
Yes. I would be careful with this one, Alexandros.
They killed my future husband, Palambrius. We were gonna have hideous babies together.
Oh God.
We had a lore
God.
story worked out. It was gonna be quiet nights with one single candle in a massive big house. So as they both stare at each other, going psychically, "I hate you." It was gonna be a fantastic story.
Somehow I really want to listen to you guys roleplay love interests with these 2 characters. Developing like a love for each other. Because it would be so fucked up. And moody and Dark Heresy. It would fit the universe so well, you know? It would be like gothic horror love. It would be kind of awesome. Oh, imagine.
Beautiful vampire and the horrible ghoul.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, I can feel the dark presence of you. I feel your dark presence too. An aching in my cold heart. Your skin is cold. Your skin is colder.
I was born in the dark. You mainly adopted it.
Let me kiss your scar. My mouth cannot move. I will move it for you.
What's wrong? No tongues.
Uh,
Your eyes are so magnetic. I can look into your void. I smell the sulfur in your skin.
Wow. Really? Sulfur?
No one has ever touched me there before.
You bigot.
It is so cold and dry. I love it.
Okay, this is turning weird.
What now? It's turning weird.
Please do this. Please, I'm begging you. I want this more than
Can't
anything.
promise anything.
I want that more than anything in the world. The two of you, a Navy veteran and a fucking policeman, role-playing a vampire lover. Yes. Yes, give me that, please. Please, Aaron. Make the move.
I'm not playing into your weird, twisted fantasy.
I'm not saying no, but we'll see.
Yes.
Yes, because you're Navy, so you know.
Ooh.
Ooh. Shot.
Well, you're a policeman.
We're 50% of the. Oh, no. Not happening. Sorry, dude.
I don't know. I got better fellowship than you. You might just fall in love with me.
You think it won't happen? You don't know Alexandros. He's already making plans.
Listen, yeah, but my character doesn't pick up on social cues like hi, thanks.
Look at that flat ass. I love her. Her cold, dead eyes. I can't get enough.
Long, thorny fingers caressing my,
Yeah.
running through my hair.
Scratching my scalp. Delicious.
Fine. I just have one question for you. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior each?
Mm.
Oh, jeez. Maybe if I could talk about Grandpa Nurgle.
Nurgle. That's the lamest of all the Chaos Gods. Oh my god, no. I'm sorry, it's off.
He gives the best hugs.
Alright, sorry your dad didn't cuddle you enough.
He's the Hufflepuff of the Chaos God.
Well, he just puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine." "No." "Are you okay?" "No." Come on, baby. Come on, bring it in, big guy.
I will say, you look kind of similar in a creepy way. What if this is a sister-brother love triangle? And you just go, "But I'm your sister." "I know. That's why I know." You just... Oh, God.
Going all Lannister on us.
No. No. Well, this is going to happen. We will all just sit there in silence until you do this. This is now canon.
Canon?
Okay,
Canon events.
Okay, fine, but Ripsaw has to pay 500 gelt if he wants to watch.
Well, there's like an admission fee. Are you that creepy? Oh.
Girls gotta eat.
Oh, God. That's grimdark. This is grimdark. I like it. I really like it. I mean, look at them. Basically a couple.
Right, Sheklar.
He will protect her.
Well, with 9 hit points, why for about 3 seconds?
The strength of a
Hey,
little
hey.
girl.
8 hit points.
I'm twice as tough as you.
You're so weak. I love it.
I bet you kind of got crap puny powers too.
You just dominate him in bed. Hold him, pin him down. I can't move.
In fact, hold on. Let's have a look.
Oh, I have it. I know it, Aaron. I know it. Wait. You're actually a dominatrix.
She's actually she's the third stronger than him.
You're a dominatrix, dude. You're a dominatrix, and we're gonna make a full-on scene with you in a whip and a leather outfit. Where you? No.
Well, she does have scars on her back from being flayed, so
I mean, this is
it's
all the stars
It's
are
right.
lining up.
right in itself, my dude.
This is going to happen. I'm serious. You're going to be lovers. Power couple. Imagine nothing can stop you. 2 powerful psychers of the Inquisition. Psychically bonded. It's a cool story. I'm being serious now.
Like our babies.
Psycher babies. You can have little babies with you on the mission, on the assignment. Little like fucked up demon babies, following you around with the glowing eyes, shooting lightning out of their hands.
Oh no, they killed 3. Back to the lab.
The
We
lab.
should name them. Yeah, we really should name our children. No. We have 1, 2, 3.
You're like the baby in. Oh, never mind.
Our goal is a Jack from Incredibles. Something just
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. When it flies up in the air.
Turns into demon, laser eyes.
I would not be opposed to this side. You making a psychic baby. That's some kind of pact.
Wonder what a demon possessed baby would look like. A demon host baby.
Whoa. Whoa.
I actually think there's some lore to say that they can't actually in-host. They can't actually do that to babies. Apparently, their what do you call it, their brains aren't developed enough to house them.
Mm.
Or else CW just went, nah, that's even too fucked up for us.
Maybe. I mean, they did make the Slaneshi demons less sexy. They used to be pretty.
Okay.
Pretty-ish. You saw boobs.
Have you seen the Brain Dead movie? Peter Jackson's early movie.
Brain dead?
No.
Oh fuck. There's a funny baby in that. Oh. This one.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, a little Nurgle baby.
Yeah, definitely a Nurgle baby.
What's this?
This is you walking the baby in the park. There's a couple.
If it dies, it dies.
The movie is that it's like a demon baby. This is the director of Lord of the Rings, by the way. This is one of his first movies. It's so fucked up.
Barbed wire.
The whole movie is hilarious. It's a zombie movie. When he starts hitting it against the lamp pole.
Oh, God, I am gonna have to go. Because
All right.
I am knackered.
Been the whole time. End the stream.